KennyS even had a good enough performance there on Inferno to say that he did his job. But once again, another good performance goes in vain as they actually lose the map. We've got Nexa pushed out to blue. They're trying to isolate him, and they do a great job of it. They scare him with the smoke on the left, they peek him with Zipix on the right, and this squeezes G2 into a mid to B execute.
Hunter's trying to get his way up into the B site. It's a little wonky, but it's Amanek with a single kill. Magisk has to reload, somehow nearly recovers. If it were not for Amanek, they would have no kills, G2. But the bomb plant now belongs to them. Amanek challenging through the windowsill. We get that tunnels flank coming in. KennyS feeling the pressure from two directions. And sure enough, CTs continue to succeed with USPs aplenty. Astralis take first pistol.
Yeah, this is a situation where bomb plant's good enough. It was a sketchy round when Nexa dies, but the idea of getting out to blue, of course, is to just keep the attention of the CTs for a long enough time that you can get away with something else. Now that we've seen G2 kind of return to what they were used to, with like a much better version of Inferno, I would say, I'm curious to see if they do the same thing on DUST2. They also played their T-sides out really slowly versus Big, and it was honestly frustrating to watch, and I really don't feel like that's G2's brand of Counter-Strike. But here, we're already seeing some signs that they might be changing the game. So let's see what they have prepared for DUST2. Of course, they did pick it in this series. No easy map to go to. This might be one of their better options.
Zip challenging. And he gets there in the end. Goes for a second, but the gun goes dry. And Glaive goes back. Initial engagement here for G2 gets them a kill. But Nexa now wounded. They'll have to rely on the scout of Kenny and the Galil of Amanek, or the AK pick back up. But they lose Hunter in middle, and this means it's a bit of a one-trick pony. It is all in from long for G2. And they do a good enough job of pressuring Astralis off of the bomb site itself. Dupree's going to be playing close. There is that second smoke if Amanek decides to use it. Frag grenades coming every which way. And Dupree teasing the potential push through. Finds damage as he spams away. And Kenny's still unable to get an additional kill because nobody's showing him anything. They're just letting them have ramp. Oh,
that's a fine 3-on-3. Bomb will get planted? No, it won't. And now they can potentially keep applying some pressure. The incendiary goes a bit too far, so this will allow the plant to go down. It's for the ramp. Amanek sitting here. And now maybe a boost from the CT side. KennyS, will he sniff this out? Oh no, they're actually all just walking around.
Amanek's gonna go down empty-handed. Kenny can't control the AK for anything, so it's the bomb plant at least for G2, but a three-man survivor situation with Magisk on the three-piece.
Yeah, they keep up the surplus here for the economy. They go and collect the guns that they dropped. Upgrade to some AKs here. G2 have just delivered them some good guns. And that'll be the end of the round. Astralis winning. This is the nade heard around the world here to deny that bomb plant. That's where things get very scary. And now here, even with a bomb plant, I don't think G2 have an option to go for a buy. It's no real counter-force situation. They'll have to just pull up a chair, relax for this round, go through with an eco, come back in the next. Come back stronger, as they say.
Armor at least for Hunter and Nexa. Maybe if they can get their hands on a gun, something magical could happen. Hunter's going to be thrown out long doors. Dives back behind blue. T-side smoke on the corner. And sure enough, Astralis yet again giving up that real estate. We get a much faster G2 presence towards Catwalk. This was something that was very much forfeited over last round because we had Astralis get that kill on Xbox.
Here you just wait for the timing HEs. If they're going to continue forward with it, we're just going to try to bait out some utility. Try not to get hit with the huge grenades. Well, part one fails, but there's still a chance that they can find an opening duel. Zipix with the spray kills two. One in the back. niko goes down. Glaive next up, and they're doing a great job of denying any chances of a bomb from crossing.
Sure enough, that damage into Zip's going to kind of draw the T's into the action, and they will bring down Glaive at least. So that one frag for G2 as they worked with just those limited pistols. First gun round of map 2 coming up next.
Now let's see. Really going to pay attention to what the pace is. Kenny up on the op. Of course, a good map for him when he's feeling it. How we control things. Not going to use any spawns here, it looks like. Maybe he will. Take that dry peek at long. Can be sometimes a small risk. The flash at mid. And the instant peek out, and yeah, he gets the damage in. That's very nicely done. A good movement, not to waste time turning around backwards, jumping and strafing out of dodge to take minimal damage from that HE grenade. And this might actually scare Astralis. I don't think they actually continue with the cross. Of course, G2 don't know whether or not they have. And that's why, you know, you throw this kind of incendiary here. And if they aren't peeking, then this can make you think that they did that. But Hunter, he's moved up fast on this lurk. We know the split is coming in with A. Every time Hunter's on cat, this is what's coming down. And listen, Astralis don't have great spots for this at all. They're sitting on the ramp. They're sitting at the corner of long. They're not dedicated anywhere. They should be scared. I'm surprised they're actually not trying to get back some map control.
Oh, zip.
Wow.
Finds Nexa's head. The first of 4 Ts to come out double doors, and Glaive, well, that one looks easy. Hunter walks right into the crosshair.
That was not a great spot for Astralis, but they worked their way out. 5v3 now. They don't even need good spots anymore. They have cat control.
That kill over on long, really just a bonus. The ability to lock into the catwalk with certainty of a clear mid, that's everything here for Astralis on the defense. Magic's going to play around the side of the smoke. And G2 just beyond it, 30 seconds. Device catches Amanek as the gap in the smoke grenade betrays him, and niko's able to answer with 1, but then Glaive finding the headshot. Kenny has the trade frag. He's now been spotted. He's getting wrapped by long as well. Not to mention there's a player over here behind the boxes. He's not even going to get given a... Oh, I take that back. He has a chance. Now we get Zip on the peak, and that's the one that shuts it down. If there was just one less player there for Astralis, then maybe Kenny S comes up with something magic.
I think the way they're reading it was that they're expecting him to be set up, and Zipix, he just does what he can, right? He doesn't commit to pit here. He just goes for the peak, and Glaive wins his one-on-one duel with Hunter. Either of those kills come out, and the other player on the CT side is, part of my French, screwed. They would have nowhere to stand. Zipix would be between long and the CT spawn, and Glaive would be, and if Hunter stayed alive longer, Glaive would have been in a tough spot as well. Now the big rush will come in.
Magisk in the corner, good for 2 kills. Almost the third, swap it over to the pistol. He'll find it through the smoke, and that's just a total shutdown. An obliteration of an attempt into the B-bomb site. G2, back to the drawing board.
Uh-oh, that's not a good sign. niko meanders his way into lower, not see anything. 1-on-5 with the Deagle. They're probably just going to use this as a pseudo pause to talk things over to see what they can do next. I honestly think that if they, you know, if Astralis think the mid to B is coming, G2 should just try to do that same setup again. They even got that opening damage with the op shot from Kenny S that he may or may not have known that he got. And niko will just try to get some damage in, but this is a huge money-making round here for Astralis. He'll take everybody up an extra few $1,000s to very healthy margins now. Astralis instantly on fire.
Just cutting down the 2 Ts that never even looked his way, and then hones in on this one. Gets him through the smoke. Little style point to close. Still 1 kill apiece for Hunter, Nexa, niko. Guns back up. Looks like Kenny's not going to have one. Nope. Waiting to get that op back into the play. So for now, Device should be a little safer. Then once Kenny's back on the magic stick, sure enough, it's Hunter to hit the dirt early. Now, I suppose Kenny could go pick up that gun if he gets a chance, but he's down in the lower tunnels. And these prying eyes of Device, well, they still loom near.
All the timings are perfect. Dupree moves into position. Oh, wow. niko somehow grabs that kill.
And there's also pressure out on the B site. Magisk, he's going to stave that off. Another kill comes through smoke, and Device is not going to miss his chance. It is only Nexa left over, and we've got Astralis just continuing on with winning ways.
Damn, that is insane, man.
Nice shot by niko.
Oh, I mean, like, that's the niko effect, right? But still, even with that kill, Magisk is an absolute wall in the B site, plus Device gets the opening kill on Hunter early on. There was a chance to lurk out and find the op kill, but the timings from Astralis are all just good enough. They're all in position when they need to be. The alarms are going off. Everybody is on the same page. It's a very scary Astralis, man. She's... Makes me wonder who, you know, if they're going to chew through the lower bracket again like they...
Oh! Collateral down suicide. Now, if that happens in a gun round, It's absolutely stunting. But wow, this is still something special. Device.
That's why they call it suicide, by the way.
Yeah.
Because sometimes that's going to happen to you. That is actually where the name comes from. It's because it's always such a huge risk to run down that lane, and because the op are at mid. And here's the worst case situation. The collaterals, they go for the fast cap play.
This one just kind of stinks of desperation at this point, but what are you going to do when Device hits the collat? Glaive looking to lock down Catwalk. They have extended into the elbow. Device still looking for op shots. Missing a couple. So sure enough, G2 will get all the closer. Kenny, he just wants his bomb plant. Is that too much to ask? Glaive's gonna let this one slide. Goes ahead, sprays into the second players. Dupree lends a helping hand. Kenny dives off at the bomb site, knowing his days are limited. And sure enough, it is Astralis with the 7-0 start.
Yeah, they're all just looking good enough. I mean, there's still some parts where G2, they're moving quickly, they're making the right plays, but look, the stars align. And Device. Oof.
It's a synchronized
That's R
sinking.
slash oddly satisfying right there as they fall to their graves. They can try again. We'll see what happens. I think the A split there's still potential for it. I'm surprised Astralis won that one round. They were so intent it was going to be mid to B. And they had the floating glaive and Zipix. But it's just the Astralis magic, if you want to call it that. Once again, Kenny S will try to find a peek. The flash comes early. They don't commit past the wall. In exchange for some HE damage. They miss out on that, and Device. Is he going to have open lines for another shot attempt? That's the big question. Astralis really are reaching an insane level again.
Patience on the catwalk here from Zip. Ooh, he hears that scope. He knows Kenny's getting closer. What can he call for in terms of assistance? I suppose Magis. Yeah, he's got the flash out over on A site. But he'd have to time it perfectly as they round this corner. niko, he's the first one up. Crouches into it. niko barely alive at this point. Amanek tries to help. Zipnix is going to go down empty-handed. That could have been a kill or more. Dupree, not going to waste time, goes into the tunnels, gets back what he wants, a little control and Device while he skewers one off of the catwalk. Oh, niko barely alive at this point as the frag grenade finds him, and the offshot of Device rings out.
It's just a series of punishes. They get one kill, and just that information activates all of these different pieces. Dupree pushing the upper tunnels, the nades that come down at mid. They stand absolutely no chance. It's as if it was a curse to kill Zipix in that moment.
Yeah.
They make him regret it so bad.
Oh, they thought they had something to work with. Little did they realize that the pack of Astralis players were on the prowl. Device, another couple kills through these doors. His op through these doors has been wonderful.
It makes it even better that he doesn't get a kill, because it just shows us like how Astralis are ready to deal with the fact they're leaving him out there. The upper B push, the op shots from mid, the nades that come over top. I mean, what are you supposed to do?
Take a timeout.
I guess so. They definitely should just be, you know, I mean, they won the duel. Wow. They won the duel that they wanted. They even got lucky to get it. So Cat's probably going to be scary for them, thinking about coming back to it. Okay, op goes in the hands of Kenny S again. Hunter can buy up everything he wants. He's going to take his time. Now we'll see if it just gets a bit more spawn-based. I think every time Kenny S has a long spawn, he's taking it just to go for the shot. Once he's had some impact, once not, but never punished. And Device, yeah, he's asking to get killed, so he's feeling confident. Device playing a lot at mid behind the smoke. And finally, he will go down without a kill. It feels like we haven't seen that just yet. And look who picks up the op.
Yeah, Magis takes over.
So Device, look at me.
Watch, watch, watch. Kenny's still over towards the suicide. He is the bomb carrier, so eventually that's going to have to make a move. We saw Dupree actually go down into the lower tunnels off of the start of the round, but then when they went 4v5, he ran back. He didn't want to take that further risk. And good thing he didn't, because had he stuck around, well, he'd be dealing with 3 G2 players who are clearing out these corners at the moment. What's the protocol, Astralis? What's the play? If I learned anything with that kill versus Zip on Catwalk, it's that even the 4v5 is not enough to make them stop exploring options.
Yeah, I mean, being inside long doors, that's a good amount of info. If it is a mid to B, Glaive will flank instantly. If it is Cat, he'll wait to see if they come towards him. And as soon as Magisk makes contact here, I think this is the time where Glaive will probably take the risk and turn the corner.
Magisk hits that shot, but it's only for 50 HP. He's going to take refuge in the back of the bomb site. Drops Amanek, misses the follow-up onto Nexa. Still 3 versus 3. So in that moment, in that push, Astralis are able to equalize the man advantage. Smoke grenade to perhaps go over onto the window, but it's a push. A big push onto the car by dupreeh. Hunter going to expose himself to the angle. We've got Nexa back behind the bomb site. He's now dead. It is all on Kenny S, and there's a player right beside him. He feels compromised. dupreeh making a bunch of ruckus, but it's Glaive with the kill and Astralis with the retake. A flawless CT side.
They didn't even need it. Glaive went for the standard rotation, and they still won. That smoke that lands in the door, that's perfect use case for that smoke. It lands in a spot that it blocks off the front of the doorway. It still allows you to come in, and dupreeh, he gets the post. With the flashes, he doesn't even need to win his duel. He just gets the car and waits. Now big box is threatened when Hunter can only pick left or right side, and you can see they're just abusing the smoke on every single turn from within the door. And then Kenny S the entire time could not see anything. He could not find one single fight. That's not an Astralis smoke. That's everyone's smoke. But that's how you use it the best.
Looking for the quick 10-0. At that point, those orange flames up top should turn to blue. An unstoppable Astralis. Close moments for G2. At least in that last round. Magisk able to deliver a kill. dupreeh has gone down, and despite the best efforts, Magisk only able to take 2 with him. We've got niko close smoke, and CT starting to push beyond him. Inside of the smoke grenade, he finds that headshot, continues into the spray. niko is tearing it up. 3 kills to his name, and it's all on Device. Kenny S, he wants some, and he's going to be taken down. Device in the end dies. That's the way they do it. G2 pressure through middle thanks to niko.
I still love the pace.
And a push into the B site for their first round.
They're still going for it every round on these T sides. They're going fast. I really appreciate this version of G2. It looks good. It's just, of course, Astralis are just like, they're so strong. I mean, Magisk gets that 2K spray down in the site. He almost gets 3 kills. And then it takes that heroic play from niko. But it gets them into the game. That's all they're going to be concerned about. The instant adjustment here from Astralis to go for 2 ops. Again, Kenny with a long spawn takes the peek. Hunter will make his way fast up mid, assuming that they're in a 3 long setup, but Device is already here on the corner, waiting for the peek.
Ooh,
Hunter crosses to the left. I think he might know that he's there.
Yeah, Device not wanting to stick around. Glaive, M4 up. Gets the opening pick. Device, he recovers from what was the unscope mistimed. And despite that 1 round win, we now have Astralis back to the 5v3.
They're both just chasing the dragon, right? Like looking for that opening duel. They saw Devices there on the corner. Glaive replaced him. niko comes up to find him, and then it's Glaive again.
Problem with chasing dragons is, what do you do once you catch it?
Keep on chasing it, I guess.
And they do. To their avail. Amanek getting the better of Glaive. This is an interesting route that he takes closer towards mid. Could challenge Magisk behind these boxes. I like watching Magisk play this position. He's got really good patience, but Amanek, he's gone ahead to tuck himself back behind the mid doors.
They're going to try to bait this guy into pushing long somehow. Vix quietly walks away. They flash over. Oh, Kenny gets a shot. This is big. Amanek. Oh, he'll finally get caught off.
Then Nexa gets the better of the long timing. Kenny S, he could cut them down as they try to get over. Oh, but Magisk, wonderful rifle work.
Dude.
He is 14-4 at the moment. I thought Amanek was going to have some impact and cut off those B players. You saw his route from Cat to CT, back through onto his side of middle, but dupreeh catches him with the AWP. Magisk runs up onto ramp. What a shot towards pit.
This is crazy. I mean, it's great here. Kenny S gets his kill, And, you know, Amanek, you've got to find the timing. Unfortunately, he doesn't wait long enough. He could have come out a little bit sooner, but there's no way for him to know. That is the retake situation on DUST2. Someone coming late out long doors, someone coming late out mid. Even Nexa getting into the pit and surviving doesn't matter because the bomb isn't planted properly for anything. It's behind, it's on the side of default, but it's just been a rifle showcase here from Magisk. 116 ADR, holding it down on B. They're just all in such good form, man. It's crazy. 10-1. 2 ops in play. Definitely getting an op shot or 2 in every single round.
If we at some point get a need for the replay package, I would appreciate a zoom in on that pit headshot from Magisk. Because it looked to me like, you know, he just sent that 3-bullet burst in the direction, and it happened to just be on the mark. Dupree, he's going to get tagged up. One of the 2 CTs with an op. Big push. Fast clash over towards long. Oh, Hunter. He gets blinded, turns his face into the corner, and will not come up from that one. Frag grenade for nearly half of the health of Niko as well. Nex is still sitting inside of this smoke, though. Maybe he catches them off guard. There are still 2 here, diving back behind cover. That's Zip. Nexa's now been spotted. Glaive gonna continue with the gunfight. He takes it. And Astralis, I mean, they're primed to get a 10-round lead on this CT side from G2.
They just look so much better right now. And yeah, Glaive, all of his aggressive peaks are paying off.
Wonderful.
G2 have no choice but to try to go for this mid walkout. After the long controls taken, CT's preoccupied, but look who's already here to fight. A flash comes in at mid, and he'll get the first one for free.
Finds Amanek looking the wrong direction. Poor guy was blind as a bat. Kenny S just looking for somebody to overextend from the B site, but that's not going to happen. Glaive, he could have gone through the smoke off of that flash, decides to play it safe. You don't want to be giving Kenny any chances. G2 left to just walk out from Catwalk, but this is just going to put them right into the eyes of Device. He ducks down. Ooh, Kenny misses the shot. Device adjusts for it. Niko's going to close this gap, but he has half health in a 1v5. And Glaive, the disrespect. The jumping M4 for his 4th kill of this round alone. And what do you know? Astralis, now 11 rounds to 1. Oh.
Oh, man. When it rains, it pours. Really does. This is nuts. I honestly don't... The map is not deep enough that there's anything tactically wrong about the way G2 are playing it. They're losing all their duels. I mean, it's the only thing that can really separate you is your timings and rotations on DUST2. There's no secret execute that you're missing that'll take it over the line. It's just a map. It's the map that G2 picked into Astralis, and they are just getting outclassed from basically all fronts, right? Not hitting their shots, getting out-dueled. And when I say not hitting their shots, I mean Astralis are just hitting them faster. We saw that G2 could keep up with them on Inferno. Here, it's just not the case whatsoever. And this is obviously the problem of picking DUST2, but again, not a ton of great places to go in the veto. Niko picking up the op. He'll take a shot down mid. So that's kind of nice.
To start. But until every player from Astralis is dead, the struggle doesn't stop. Glaive in the 3v5 almost gets it back under control, but now to the 4v2. Zip's gonna kill Kenny. Magisk here on B, drops bomb. But Nexa continues on with a trade. We've got Zip in the clutch.
Well, this is so awkward because you've got that late long play. Zipix in the 1v2. He won't know Niko's here, surely. So probably a matter of time until he dies. We'll see if Zipix decides to go in the window or if he'll just...
Cold as ice.
Yeah.
Just waiting.
Wait to get off. Yeah.
Must be a bit of a jump scare. Corpses all over mid here.
Okay.
Clearly a gunfight unfolded as they got that route towards the B-bomb site, but G2, a second round. It's late, but it is a second round.
he shoots us off and drops his gun. I think before he's dead.
I surrender. Sorry, buddy. It doesn't work like that. That's Zip.
That's so funny.
Man's playing a horror game. But I think what's more horrifying is the prospect of being down 9 rounds as Astralis look to close this CT side. Kenny looking away from the mid pick. Glaive, he's going to slip up catwalk. Nexa, he's first on the receiving end of this push, and I don't think he expects it. Oh, but he does. He finds himself the kill real quick. AK getting the better of the M4. And now that hinge smoke to deny Glaive any presence. They run right through the doorway. Device hears this, gets the op back out. Has Xyp9x to try and help if they overextend. Device, he's going to go in on this. Sees a set of legs and likes it. Hunter, he goes down.
Oh, protocol is just beautiful. Xyp9x to hold the fallback. They have the flash from B, so Device can peek. He's set up wonderfully to succeed once again, as per usual. niko will take some damage on the way out, and dupreeh will get in the face of Nexa, trying to run through the mid doors. And once again, when it rains, it pours. Magisk, another kill.
Not this time.
Almanac at least finds the site. Bomb still far back, though, and one player's out mid. Almanac will have to leave to come back.
Damn. Unfortunate.
At least the rotations are shut down for a minute.
Ooh, but a missed shot by Kenny opens those right back up. If Almanac had that bomb, different situation, different timing. Now it's going to be Almanac 1 versus 3 in the 14th round of the CT side from Astralis. Almanac's going to have to pull out something special. Utility very strong here for the retake. dupreeh coming in from the tunnels. They're watching the doorway. Almanac does have a bit of a gap between the smoke and the door, and this does deny any vision from the tunnel player. So Almanac could catch one off guard, but then he's just going to have to go lightning quick into the follow-up frags. Damn it, Xyp9x, give the man a chance.
Yeah, no one's giving you any leash in this game. Everybody is shooting hot.
Astralis looking absolutely top tier.
Earning every single round. It's not like the first game where it's like G2 were winning, and it looks like, I mean, I guess it is like the first game. It looked like G2 were going to close that half out strong. It's feeling that same way for Astralis. Me.
That final kill right there.
Sometimes when Astralis wait that long, that's how they call it your lurk play. Like,
Sure.
They clear out every single other thing. They are in the tunnels, and then you get scared, more and more scared, and they realize that they're on to you.
All right. 12-3 or 13-2. Neither of those score lines what G2 would have been hoping for. I can tell you that much. Hop on Kenny and 4 players quickly up the catwalk. You got nothing to lose here, G2. Let's see it. Device going to be able to chop down the front runner. Zip catches Nexa. That's the pinch now down. And everybody left from G2 kind of stranded in the elbow. They're going to have to put a little grease on this one. And Device, well, he's not going to go anywhere. Now 15-6. A molly and a frag grenade landing on top of Hunter as he just walks away with the bomb plant. It is a slaughter. It is a stomp. It is an absolute one-sided affair here for Astralis. Nothing close to what we had on Inferno for these first 15. G2
owned every single round. I mean,
all the membranes.
Yeah, it's a very unlikely situation. We look over to the next half. Astralis, they have a great CT side here on DUST2. And yeah, within tripping distance of the finish line. Let's see how the entries go. Hunter will have a flash.
Poor guy. He's 1 in 15, and all of Astralis come running at him. Oh, now he's going to seek his revenge. Takes a player with him. niko. Oh, that is nice. Oh, but Glaive gives it right back. What goes around comes around.
How did he hit that shot in this spot like that? What on earth was that?
All of the possible angles as well in that giant playground. And of course, niko just rockets away versus Astralis. dupreeh, he's going to give up his spot. Glaive, the only player left for Astralis with 100 health. Oh, but it's even not needed. Zip and dupreeh, they take down 2. Kenny v3, not going to happen. Astralis 14-2.
Dude, I feel bad for G2 because today they came prepared, but they are getting raffle stomped, man. That first half was just beautiful to watch from Astralis. And again, I can't say that they did anything, you know, tactically bad. They just got destroyed. That was just a crazy shot, man. What is that? How do you hit that first try? What is that? That's not an angle that exists. That's not a peak.
So that's a thing. A little challenge out long, Astralis. I mean, they may as well play as if they're invincible at this point. No respect needs to be given. G2 have to prove they can take it back. The S stands for scout. Or maybe it doesn't.
Oh my goodness.
Couple of smoke grenades here for the cross. Astralis, man advantage. All they're facing is 3 pistols. Oh, wait, no. Scout gets picked back up. There's also a Mag 7 just kind of like chugging into the bomb site like a... Oh, no, that's dead too. All right. Well, they're at least near. They're close by the bomb site. Niko good for the 2K off of the Desert Eagle, but he is also now taken down. Bomb is not, in fact, planted for the players back on plat, but Nexa, he looks to just survive this one, perhaps. Magis kind of sticks his head out a little.
Long push is coming. Block versus... Wait. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, Magic's in the middle.
They got your back. These teammates on Astralis, they work together.
Magic in the middle. That was a sitcom, wasn't it?
That would be a great sitcom.
Oh my God!
We're just on springs now?
I can't.
Just boinging in?
It's like man's got an exo jump. What is that? What does he even jump off?
Playing leapfrog?
It's like he's got those rolly shoes. And I'm not talking about roller skates. You know the shoes with wheels built into them?
Yeah. What are those called? Wheelies.
Wheelies.
Yeah.
Not rolly shoes.
Those are banned in my school.
How come?
Because we're skipping class and rolling through the halls.
All right, let's see it. Astralis. They have, well, I don't know how to put this. They have 13 match points. G2 Esports. They gave us such a good showing on Inferno, and that is not where I expected them to succeed. The level of gameplay that we got out of Inferno is hopefully a sign of things to come in 2021. Hunter getting aggressive into upper.
Nice. I like how you try to wrap that up, and then Hunter got the 2 kills.
Now I gotta unwind it. Kenny S trying to challenge, but it's Glaive to perhaps end the day here for Astralis. Kenny gonna keep on kicking, and he scopes in towards tunnels. He sees Magis jumping off boxes. Kenny S, he's window shopping, and it is all on Nexa now. A 1v1 to keep them in the game. And if this doesn't go the way of the 5-7, we'll just remember what Inferno had to offer.
What would be so gangster is if you took the bomb, walk tunnels. That would be it. That'd be the nuttiest play, not knowing where Nexa is. He sits outside of mid. I think he's been spotted.
Zip's just looking for the headshot. Oh, it's a gunfight to end it all.
Is this how it all ends? He's sitting here.
Or is this how it keeps going? Flashbang through the doorway.
Okay, this is going to be
so much pressure on Nexa. This is their year. The end of their year, right here, right now. He's going to plant it on the edge of the plat, pops up so that he has that vision through window. Zip just trying to crawl away. Oh, Nexa misses his shots, and that could have just cost him. It absolutely does. 16-2. And Astralis